Welcome back to another video. Sorry for the bad lighting, but these LEDs don't want to work. Anyways, this is a art studio tour, and as one of the first videos I upload to my channel, Painter of Pain, it was an art tour back in October of 2023. Well, my room is now situated, it's now painted, finally got everything back together. So this is now a art tour. So we got our gouache paints up here, we got our fungi book for Funguary, we got the art kit with all the funny goofy stickers. We got the fancy paints, Winsor Newton. Probably need to use some of those again, but I usually just save those for some more precise paintings. I just use my little thing over here for the more bigger ones. I always use, for the most part, if you see my paintings, I've always used black paint in some way. Always combine that with a nice little blue. I'm already running out of black. And I'd also already run out of white, but I got this big thing of it, so that works good enough. And then plenty of little rags. Actually, fun fact, these are little germination caps which you put on a hydroponic system, like over the plants before they're sprouting up. And I found that these actually preserved my paint quite well, so I could do hours of art session and have the same paint last the entire session instead of drying out. And then there's just my main brushes here. I try to keep them in good condition, using soap and water on them every time, but sometimes it's just too cold in the garage to do a full soap down. I got some of these small little sticks, which will be some new painting sticks, because right now it has been this pencil, which surprisingly still writes. So that's fun. But over here we got some oil pastels, we got more oil pastels, black and white, white. These are like, this little thing right here is like I guess different types of pencils for different types of shading. And we got extra pastels down here, extra brushes, or literally all the other brushes which I don't use on a daily basis for art. Then over here we got our sketchbooks. This one I have one more page on, so I'm finally about to complete it. And this thing I started in 2022. This fella, plenty of more pages to go, but I'd like to use some for painting. And this fella I just got. So over here, this is what I call random crap, because pretty much all this is just a bunch of random pieces of paper in case I make any Scrabble art, is what I call it. We got like that type of texture of paper, we got school paper, multiple school paper, we got black construction paper, tissue paper, all sorts of paper essentially, even tissues. And over here, these are art ideas. So a lot of times in school I would doodle on my papers because I was just bored in some of my classes. And so these are just some art ideas which I'll eventually put in the Scrabble art. Oh, and this was cool. This was a starter piece for a walking stick, piece of sassafras wood. Beautiful, beautiful piece of wood. It has this beautiful orange undercolor. So I need to either finish carving that or be done with it and put some coats of whatever on it. I mean, this also includes like some old paint rags. These are crayons, I guess glue and stuff. And back here, this is all of my paint rags. So sometimes I'll do like paint rag art, where I just take the different colors of paint rags, because sometimes I'll smear paint on the paint rags to spread it around, because it gives it a different texture than a brush stroke. So like I'll take maybe these bluer pieces, make them into a sky or something like that. And then moving on over here, all of this right here is deep art. I probably have over 400 deep art. I haven't really kept track recently. And then up here, this folder is all Scrabble art. Oh, well, that was my first painting, but all Scrabble art. And then over here we got some of the art binders as well. Oh yeah, scrap paper, construction paper. We got some thumbnails in there. More art, pretty much. Then we got our markers over here. Got a ton of these from Noack. And then that right there is alcohol markers, which I'm still figuring out how I should use them. But that is pretty much the art studio tour. Aside from that, there's just a bunch of canvases around my room, and I do have a shelf which is just dedicated to storing art crap like cardboard, paper, old art projects and stuff like that, canvases. But that's all for this art tour. See y'all next time.